I'm Jerry Ingram with Volunteer Home Mortgage, and I am this morning's sponsor. More about what my business can help with all your mortgage needs is coming up soon. But first things first, let's get over to Wake Up with Witcher, which is coming up next.
It's time for Wake Up with Witcher. Here's meteorologist Mike Witcher from the East Tennessee Weather Center.
And good morning, 7:01 right now, getting us started on our Wednesday morning. This morning's Wake Up with Witcher is sponsored by Volunteer Home Mortgage. You can visit them online, volunteerhomemortgage.com, or give them a call at 865-238-7500. They have loan officers available 7 days a week. Jerry and her team can help you find the exact loan that you want. Whether it's in Tennessee, Georgia, and Florida, they are there to help you out. So make sure you give them a call if you're looking for a mortgage, if you're looking for a second home, or maybe just trying to move, or if you have friends and family moving to town, say, hey, listen, I know somebody that can help you out. Jerry and her team at Volunteer Home Mortgage. So give them a call again today at 865-238-7500, or visit them online at volunteerhomemortgage.com. All right, my friends, we'll get you out the door this morning. Live look there from Union County. I actually had a really cool shot of the moon. I posted that to social media with some mid-level clouds, low to mid-level clouds kind of hanging out with us. We got a little bit of fog showing up on 40 and Pellissippi Parkway. Fog's not going to be a major player here this morning for most of us, but it is definitely out there, a little bit thicker across the Tennessee-Kentucky border, with temperatures as the kids head off to school in the mid-60s. And we should warm a little bit more today, back to 81 degrees. You know, yesterday, we made it to 68 degrees. It was a rather cool, cloudy, kind of a dreary, damp day, and we've only cooled off 3 degrees. Happy Hump Day, my friends! Got the shirt on this morning. I couldn't disappoint you this morning. And of course, we've got that guy up there on this good old Hump Day. And I'm back in the studio this morning. It was nice to be It was great to go to the weather conference, but it's nice to be back home as well, back in my own bed. We'll talk much more about that coming up here as we get to work with the chat. But first things first, again, let's get to work with the almanac. So 68 degrees yesterday. I think I was forecasting 70 or 71, so not too terribly bad. We had the clouds in place, the dreary damp. We finally saw some rain. How about this? Big shout out to McGee-Tyson Airport. Finally, officially measuring over 3/4 of an inch of rain. We only saw 1/100th of an inch of rain in Crossville, nothing in Chattanooga, and 57/100ths of an inch in the Tri-Cities area. So we actually finally got some much-needed rain, although no drought-busting rain by any stretch of the imagination. And that was kind of the story. You can see that from yesterday. And anyway, so as we move right along throughout the day today, we got the clouds hanging out with us here this morning. Let's get that on there. So a few clouds hanging out with us. That's just ground clutter, so it's not really raining per se. But if you run into the fog, you'll probably have to use your windshield wipers a little bit here and there. Remember, fog is a cloud on the ground, right? So it actually has precipitation in it, moisture anyways. All right, so temperatures are trending a little bit warmer this morning, so we got that going for us. Feels pretty good outside this morning thanks to the clouds, and just weren't allowed to cool the earth down too much during the overnight hours when you have the clouds in place. Temperatures right now are currently in the 60s, so it feels pretty good. Pretty solid average morning here across town. And again, visibility-wise, we do have just a little bit of fog, thicker fog up towards Tri-Cities. So if you're headed up to Unicoi, Carter County, Washington counties, even up towards the National Park, if you travel, say, Chapman Highway, John Sevier Highway, you'll likely run into some patchy dense fog. And up along the I-74 at 5 corridor, closer to the Tennessee-Kentucky border. Big old upper level low has been the culprit for the rain showers. Remember, that was the coastal low that moved in. It was potential tropical cyclone number 8. That lasted for about 24 hours. Then it just became a low pressure system, spun its way into our area, brought us the clouds, brought us some much needed rain. But it's going to be lifting its way on out of here as we go through the day today and tomorrow. But until it does so, low pressure provides lift in the atmosphere, and so that's going to keep the cloud coverage with us. I do think the clouds will break up a little bit throughout the day. So a mix of sun and clouds with isolated light rain possible today. Rain's not a major player by any stretch, but could see the atmosphere kind of squeeze out a little bit of available moisture, if you will. For the rest of the week, we're almost there anyways. The low begins to move on out, but high pressure starts to build its way on in. And then next week, high pressure is the name of the game until the end of the week. Well, until about Tuesday, Wednesday timeframe, at which point we will be tracking our next cold front. potentially could give us some rainfall. We'll see how it all plays out. That's about, that's 7 days out. All right, so here's your futurecast this morning. We've got the overcast, gray skies, not much precipitation, but watch as we head through the day today. The clouds, I think, will start to break up a little bit through the afternoon, and a couple of spotty light showers. You can see a few radar returns showing up on the futurecast. So something to kind of keep in mind throughout the afternoon. Don't be surprised or don't be caught off guard if you get a quick little shower. Just embrace it, right? But you can clearly see it's not going to add up to a whole lot. So temperature-wise, we start off in the 60s. We'll climb into the low 70s by lunchtime, so that's pretty good. As the kiddos head home from school, we'll be in the low 80s, and our goal today is going to be upper 70s to low to mid 80s. So a little bit more seasonable than what we had yesterday, and it's going to be a nice evening as well. We won't have any rainfall. We'll have partly cloudy skies. I think we should have a nice sunset later on tonight. We'll drop down to about 76 degrees by 8 o'clock this evening. As I mentioned, that ridge of high pressure is going to start to build its way on in. It's over Texas right now. Sorry, my friends. I'm bringing the heat. It was like 99 every day in Texas. It was so hot. And then you go into the buildings and you're freezing. All my friends were making fun of me. I'm like, God, it's so cold in here. Why is it got to be so cold? But then I'm like, well, I guess that's kind of like East Tennessee too, right? It's hot and muggy outside. You go inside. You're like, well, I need a jacket just to go have dinner. So all the way through next Tuesday, the cold front continues, I should say, to build on into the area. But there's a trough up across the upper Midwest, Minnesota, North and South Dakota. That's going to be our next cold front. So watch this. There's the frontal boundary by Tuesday morning. Here comes the cold front. We'll see increasing clouds. The wind will start to pick up. Moisture content in the atmosphere starts to pick up, i.e. dew points. And we'll likely see some rain showers Wednesday, maybe late Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So I'd just say between Tuesday and Thursday of next week, just anticipate elevated rain chances. When you look at our rain chances right now, really going about 20%. But that's, again, day number 7. So I'm going to tailor that up accordingly as we track this frontal boundary. Today, tomorrow, 10, 20% chance for a very light shower. When you see percentages, again, it doesn't ever tell you the whole story or whatnot. We're not talking a 20% chance of rain today is totally different than a 20% chance of rain when we're talking thunderstorms, because we're not looking at thunderstorms. We're just looking at maybe a spotty shower or two. But I didn't want to take it off because there is still the chance. All right, looking ahead over the next 7 days, as I mentioned, as we get into next Tuesday, this takes us to Tuesday morning. So it's not really accounting for the potential rainfall from this next cold front. But I think Tuesday, Wednesday, and the Thursday, we could start to see some elevated rain chances. Remember, I said that ridge of high pressure is going to build its way on in, and that's going to warm our temperatures up. First day of fall. Who's ready for the first day of fall? Anybody? Do you realize that's on Sunday? Look at Sunday's high temperature. We're going to be pushing close to 90. Some models had us on Sunday at 90 degrees. I went 89, so we'll see how this all plays out. But we're going to be, what are we going to cut the difference of a degree or so? Not a big deal. But yeah, so I think we are potentially looking at some hotter weather, and this trend may stick with us through the end of the month. There's that big old pocket of hotter air that's possible all the way through the 28th of the month, and then you go from the 28th through the 2nd. And again, the potential for above average temperatures to start the month of October is going to be with us, which is not good news because, listen, we need moisture. We need the nice, sunny, pleasant days and the cool, crisp nights to really get these colors to pop. Now, again, we're still a little ways away. We're about a month away or so of the colors really starting to change and getting into sort of the peak. So we still have about 4 weeks left. But with potentially hotter than average weather and the lack of rainfall, I don't know. We may have some muted or lackluster colors this year. Let's hope that doesn't stay that way, right? All right, sorry about the voice here this morning. It's what happens when you go to a weather conference. You don't get much sleep. I didn't get a lot of sleep because I was up early in the morning. I was up like 2, 3, 4 hours earlier than everybody else because I was broadcasting. But I get to broadcast on the road, and so it's not like I have to. I think I told you that one time before. I was like, a friend of mine said, I was like, yeah, I have to go home and take care of my kid today. He goes, no. You don't have to. You get to. You're fortunate enough to be able to. And same with East Tennessee weather. And as I mentioned on the broadcast over the weekend and Monday, Tuesday, the support I have from my local peers, or not my local, but just my peers in the industry is insane. Insane. Everybody at the conference was super duper jealous of what I'm doing. They're like, come on, Witcher, you got to tell us how you're doing this. I was like, I'll help anybody across the country do this. Because I mean, that's just really, and some of the data and some of the facts and some of the information I got at the conference just really highlighted the fact that East Tennessee weather is here to stay, my friends. This is not just a little, maybe Witcher will quit TV and just try something else on his own. And no, man, this is here to stay. This is going to be the one-stop shop for weather for everybody here in East Tennessee. Just give me a few years, right? You got to build the platform a little bit more. But I think every meteorologist in the country is looking at me. They're all watching, by the way. And so they're seeing us all the time. And these are some meteorologists who have been in the industry for 30, 40 years. I've only been doing this for 25 years. So, it was fascinating to get the confirmation, if you will, from your fellow peers. I know it's Wednesday, it's hump day. I've got the shirt on and we've got a camel up there, right? And I know a lot of you want to name the camel, but because I was out of town for 4 or 5 days, I didn't get that post on social media. So today, I will post it on social media. I'll take a picture of the camel and we will vote. We'll get the names going today, okay, on social. So make sure you go to social and check in. And next week, we will come up with a name. How about that? So I apologize, Kimberly. I know you want to name it. Katrina, everybody. Whether it be Humphrey or not, I don't know. We will open that up, so I'll get that post on social today. All right, let's go say hi to everybody, see how everyone's doing. You're chatting away this morning. See, Katrina's like, what's its name? Well, we don't have one yet. My poor voice, though, man. My kids are like, what happened? Were you screaming the whole time? No, actually not. I probably laughed more in the last 5 days than I have in a very long time, just constantly laughing. Because that's what we do. That's what we do. That's what all my friends do. It's fun. Good morning, Julie. Kathy's joining us this morning. Kathy, why are you asking? Are you not watching? I'm home, my friend. I'm home. Kathy, I'm gonna razz you later today when I see you. And I know you want a Witcher hug, so I'll give you a Witcher hug later on today as well. That's my neighbor, by the way. Good morning, Pat. Let's see. So I hope everyone's okay with naming the camel next week. That's what we'll do. Okay, there you go, Kathy. Got it figured out now. Let's see. I sound funny. I know. I don't know. It's not a cold. I don't feel bad. But remember, I was suffering from allergies before I went, and then just it doesn't help the voice. And it happens most time I go to a conference, this happens, and about twice a year I lose my voice. Oh, allergies go straight to the voice box, and it's like, this is terrible. I don't know how these singers, at least in broadcasting, I can still kind of do it. Sorry you have to hear it. I guess you don't have to. This is whether when you want it. You can choose to come to me or not. But I can't imagine professional singers and artists and stuff like that and whatnot, if they have concerts across the country and they're like, well, lost my voice. But they probably take care of their voice a lot better than I do, as a singer. Hey, happy 13th anniversary today. How were the movies on Friday? What was that, Saturday, Friday? It was Friday at IMS. How was the movie at IMS on Friday? It was Friday the 13th. I think you said part 3. I think so. Thank you, Betty. I appreciate you. Any big plans for your anniversary today, Felicia? Yeah, I don't feel bad, Kathy. Good morning. Roz joining us from the DR, Dominican Republic. Nice. That's awesome. Those storms, I don't think really, I was looking at the National Hurricane Center earlier. I don't think it really did much, did they? No, they kind of just fizzled out. Those little areas of investigation. Even the low pressure system that brought us the rain yesterday, again, was being tracked by the National Hurricane Center. Now, not so much. And we had several disturbances in the Atlantic. Those have all fizzled out. So that's good. So hopefully your trip to the Dominican Republic can continue to be awesome. Hopefully you enjoyed the upper 60s yesterday. I know it was interesting. I got off the plane after, leaving Texas at like 90 degrees, and I got off the plane. I was like, well, hey, this is kind of nice. And I typically wear jeans and usually carry a sweatshirt with me on the airplane because I always feel like the airplanes are cold, just like all the restaurants. Good morning, B. How are you this morning? Nah, I'm not sick. I'm good. Got time to go to work. Listening in the car. We'll have a great day today, Katrina. I need some tea and honey. I do. I've been taking care of that, but I needed a cup of coffee this morning. So I haven't even had a sip yet. It's kind of too hot. Not too hot. Feels pretty good. Come to the other screen. What you talking about, Willis? Thanks, Tammy. I appreciate that. I know I do. You all are here every day. And I think that's the thing. And I was telling some of the broadcasters, I was telling what I was doing and how I was going about doing it. And they're like, dude, and I was showing them pictures of my studio and they're like, this is nuts. I was like, go big or go home, I guess. Right. Because there's a lot of people in the country that have kind of gone off on their own and they're just doing like, it would be like me calling it Witcher's weather or something like that. Well, that might be great for people who know me, but for people who don't know me, I don't necessarily think that's a good thing. I don't think that necessarily can increase your growth a whole lot. Although there's a couple across the country that are doing pretty well. But anyways, I will definitely get some tea and honey and lemon for sure. Have throw spray, hot toddies, and honey lemon. Sounds great. Your aunt's picking up the girls from school, and Lance and I are going to dinner. Nice. Where are you going to go to dinner? And the movies were great. Next one is the 27th for Hunger Games at Imes Nature Center. Sweet. Where's dinner tonight? Should we come crash your anniversary? That would be funny, wouldn't it? Funny for me. Make a spoon of honey and put some cinnamon in your coffee. That would always help. He's probably sleeping in this morning. Slacking this morning, right? No. But it's 7:18. All right, here are your national holidays for the day today. Did you know today's the Air Force birthday? Nice. Big shout out to the Air Force or anybody that served in the Air Force. I always wanted to fly, and I was given advice when I was 17 is if I wanted to fly airplanes, join the Air Force. I don't think it's for me, but not everything's for everybody, right? It's National HIV and AIDS and Aging Awareness Day. Well, we're all aging, that's for sure. And National Cheeseburger Day. I had a goat cheese chipotle, goat cheese chipotle hamburger the other day. It's pretty good. Goat cheese is always good on anything, really, to be honest with you. We only have 3 holidays today? Well, that was boring. That was boring, wasn't it? Go get yourself a nice, fine cheeseburger. What's the best cheeseburger in town? What's the best cheeseburger in town? Let me know. What's your favorite? And I know when I say in town, obviously all of East Tennessee. I mean, I'll drive for a good cheeseburger. I love a good cheeseburger. Cheryl likes cheeseburgers. Are you saying yuck to cheeseburgers? Who doesn't like a cheeseburger? That's right. National Cheeseburger Day right there. Cracker Barrel. Well, it's only Wednesday. He's got time to chime in. Cracker Barrel for dinner. Perfect. Perfect. Do you have something specific that you're going to get from Cracker Barrel? I would agree with you on that one, Brent. I think Bridged has the best cheeseburger in town. It's funny. Litton's is, I agree. Litton's is good. I need to go back there again, and here's why. It's been a long time since I've been to Litton's. But one of the first times I ever got a cheeseburger from there was like in 2005 when I first moved here. I lived in that part of town, and everyone's like, "Oh, you got to go to Litton's. Got to go to Litton's." I was like, "Okay, cool." Well, I live by myself in an apartment, and I'm not one to go out to dinner and eat at a restaurant by myself. I'll pick it up and take it and go back home and watch TV or something like that. I don't know what it is. I just don't like to be by myself. Although this weekend was pretty nice to just kind of have a hotel room by myself and get the sleep the sleep and do the things I needed to do. But anyways, I got a to-go burger from Litton's. Well, that kind of set the stage for me saying no way, Jose, to like any Uber Eats or anything like that for certain foods, i.e. a cheeseburger. A cheeseburger and french fries have to be eaten right there fresh. You can't get them delivered. You can't take them home to go. It's not good. French fries get cold. Who likes cold French fries? Nobody. Cheeseburger gets cold. Who likes a cold, non-juicy cheeseburger? Nobody. So cheeseburgers are one of those things I feel like you have to like eat there. Like lasagna, great. You can get it to go. Pizza, sure. You can warm it back up and it's great. But certain foods are like, I don't think so. French fries and cheeseburgers are one of those. All right, here we go. Now it's coming in. Oh, you're saying no goat cheese. You are crazy, my friend. Goat cheese is like the best cheese in like everything. You don't like cheeseburgers? That's crazy. That's crazy. You think Burger King's got the best cheeseburgers? I thought we were friends. Okay, are you going for like the Whopper, the double cheeseburger? We're just going normal cheeseburger from Burger King. I will say the Whopper is like one of my favorite cheeseburgers for sure. But it's like fast food cheeseburger. Versus something like what Brent said, Abridged, which makes they make their own little mixture and beef. Remember, I showed you that story. So yeah, those are the best. Debbie loves cheeseburgers, all American right there. Aubrey's has a good cheeseburger. I don't think I've ever had one from Aubrey's. I always get from Aubrey's. I always get the strawberry salad. It's the strawberry chicken salad, like so good. I get that from Lakeside Tavern too. Like those are the only two things I get from there. Not that I'm picky. I just they do great strawberry salad. Best burger is on Thursdays at the Lily Pad in Lansing, Tennessee. Lily Pad. Where is like Lily Pad Brewing? No. What's Lily Pad? Yeah, Lily Pad Hop Yard Brewery. Okay. I thought that's what you were talking about, but I wasn't sure. I've never had one of theirs on Thursday. You said Lansing, so it kind of threw me off. I was like, wait, that's in Morgan County. I know that, but whatever. Anyways, so I've never tried theirs. I'll have to try that. It's a cool place, isn't it, up there? Jane, great place up there. We will go up there and do some hiking with the family and then stop and have some food and have a cold beverage and great. The burgers in Powell is really good. Well, which place in Powell? Mel, did you say? You got to describe that more. I mean, there's lots of places in Powell, right? Good morning, Mary. How are you this morning? Usually grill your own. Hot rods in Alcoa. All right. I can't say that I've ever had one of those. That sounds good. Is that a fast food drive-through like place, or is it like a sit-down like restaurant like burger place? Right, so it gets soggy. Ooh, Carden's Drive-In. It was good, but they closed. Oh, boo. A Whopper from Burger King. Yeah, you got to get the Whopper every time. That's what I'm saying, Mel. I'm right there with you, my friend. I will drive 100 miles out of the way to go to a place that's got a solid burger than go to Burger King. Just throwing that one out there. But I don't eat a lot of fast food. I try not to anyways. Every once in a while when we stop by for the kids, I'm like, all right, fine. I'll get a cheeseburger and some French fries because I love McDonald's cheeseburgers and fries like on the go if I'm going to do it, if I have to. But if I'm going to do fast food, I'm either going to do Chick-fil-A or probably Taco Bell. But I try not to do any of those. I know. But Burger King for the best burger, you almost got Ixnay off the chat here this morning. I almost just get on out of here. Goat soap, goat lotion, goat soap, and goat cheese. Burger King triple Whopper. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, you can't do that now, Krista, right? You're working hard on losing weight and getting healthy, right? So let's put that away. You've had a lot of progress, and I'm proud of you. Good morning, Layla. How are you? I will have to say, hands down, right there, Aaron, smash burgers are the best burgers. I do love smash burgers because I really don't like a big old thick burger. And if I do, it's going to be medium. I like it to. Well, I know. You probably go ahead, say it on the chat. Probably shouldn't be eating a medium hamburger, but I'm going to. I think I've made it all these years. I'm fine. But smash burgers are like my favorite. Have you had? Okay, so if you've not had it, have you had this is to Aaron and even Brent, who said something about abridged. So I think Aaron, you've said something about abridged before as well. Have you had their smash burgers from their food truck that's over at Zool in downtown? If you're not, they're good too. So I love smash burgers, but abridged is so far the best. I mean, to make a good burger, I mean, it's an art form, right? How about Burt's in Madisonville? Never had Burt's in Madisonville. What's up, Charlie? Charlie's going abridged as well. Yeah, I'm going with that one. It's funny because I'm friends with Jesse from Abridge, the owner of Abridge, and he was texting me the other day. He was asking about the 24-hour channel because remember the 24-hour weather channel's in Abridge and it's getting into other locations around town just as a backup TV. You got sports TVs, but we've also got East Tennessee weather as well. Anyways, he was texting me. I was like, dude, stop making your food so good. I said we're there all the time, probably more than we should. He goes, I can't promise you that, buddy. Can't promise you that. What's up, Stephanie? I haven't seen you on here for a while. Let's see. Yeah, it is the greatest. Ask for me if you're ever out there. Do you work there? Jane, do you work over at the Hop Yard? Let me know. We haven't been there for a while, but now that it's getting into fall season, that's that's patio season. That's outside enjoying the sunshine and the pleasant weather kind of season. And I love good patios, and I love good places to go and be outdoors and enjoy friends, food and beverages is always fun. The burgers in Lenore City. Okay, this is twice now. Where in Lenore City? Is there a place called The Burgers? Or is it now we've got the burgers in Powell and the burgers in Lenore City. Pick and choose. Whether it be Burger King or whatnot. Did you know that Taco Bell actually did make a hamburger one time and Burger King actually made a taco one time? Back in the day, I used to try all food. So as a TV photographer, we were always traveling out and about, and I ate out a ton because you didn't have time to cook your food or bring your food, and you're always on the road. And I used to always try the latest and greatest at any restaurant, like fast food restaurant. So anyways, Burger King came out with a taco. And I was like, well, I've got to try that because it doesn't make sense. Burger King should never have tacos on their menu. And I tried it. You know what they did? They literally took a flour tortilla, cut a hamburger in half and put it inside and put a piece of American cheese on it. And they called that a taco. You can't do that. And then Burger King at one point, and then Taco Bell at one point actually had a burger. And what are you people doing? Stay in your lane. You're Taco Bell and you're Burger King. Stay there. Right? It is actually called the Burgers in Powell. Okay. Thank you very much, Charlie. So I guess there's a Burgers or the Burgers in Lenore City as well. I've never been there. Is this like a Powell's kind of thing? I don't know. Because I've got everyone claims Powell's is the best. And I think I don't know if there's one around here. I think there's one in like Kingsport, Johnson City area. I've had that one. Not my favorite. Gotcha. You like yours with hickory. Nice. Oh, I know where you're talking about, Mel. Between Dry Gap Road and Weigel's. I know exactly where you're talking about. The Vol Market used to have some awesome burgers. They did used to have awesome burgers. For sure. Yeah, no to McDonald's for you. Yeah, there you go, Deanna. 50s style. I love like diners. That diner food is awesome food, in my opinion. I love that. There was always one that we'd always go to in Sevierville. If we ever stayed up in Gatlinburg area, we'd always go to this 50s diners up there. I forget what it's called, but you have all the goat products except for goat cheese on hand. Well, you need to go buy yourself some goat cheese. Because actually, if you take watermelon, mint, balsamic vinegar, some basil, and goat cheese, and mix it into a salad, it is amazing. You've had their food truck. Nice. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little bit behind on the chat. There's nothing small about the double smash burgers with fresh sliced American. Okay, do you like American cheese or cheddar cheese on your burgers? I'm gonna go with the cheddar cheese. I actually like a pepper cheese on a burger. I think that's always really good. Not a huge fan of like the barbecue burgers. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's the barbecue sauce. I'm pretty picky about my barbecue sauce. I can't believe in Texas I had horrible barbecue. Awful. I'm so mad about this still because it was so expensive. It was like $48. I didn't even have that much. Like, this is nuts. Food prices have gone off they're off the charts, aren't they? Cheryl, you've never had a smash burger? Oh, my friend, you've got to go have a smash burger. They're just super thin, right? And usually double layered. Usually. You like Cookout? Cookout's not bad, actually. I had a buddy of mine the other day said, I just moved to town and tried the Cookout burgers. They're pretty good. Meek's Burgers is good. It's a food truck. Never had them. Yeah, you know what's funny, Aaron? I always want to try their like special burgers that they have every month. And I've done it a couple times. But I don't know, man. There's something about the good old classic. Now, Aaron, if you've never tried the chicken abridged, try that one. It's the abridged burger, but with chicken. And I would highly recommend not doing the grill, just do the fried. I mean, if you're going to do it, you got to do it. Yeah, Layla doesn't like thick burgers either. Me either. Not a huge fan. Like, you know, and that's why it's important when you make burgers, when you put them in a ball and you smash them up, because they shrink up and then they get sometimes really fat and really small and doesn't fill the hamburger bun. And you're like, well, what is this? Ooh, where's Bert's? I'll have to check that one out. Burger Boys on Channel Highway? Chapman Highway or Channel Highway? I'm going to go Chapman since you live in South Knoxville. TK does have burgers on his truck. He does burgers and dogs, and actually, I don't think I've ever had his hamburgers. Just your home away from home. Well, we do like to visit all those kind of places there, Jane, so maybe one day we'll run into each other. That's not true, Katrina. That is not true. I'm going to be in Jefferson City. No, I'm going to be. Yeah, I'm going to be broadcasting from Carson Newman in the month of October with Farm Bureau. So I will let you know more about that as well. You haven't gotten your shirt yet, Betty? You haven't gotten your shirt yet? I sent that last week. All right, Betty, do me a favor. Hit me up on social. Send me your address once again, or email me, mike@easttnweather.com. Email me your address again and the size, and I will just ship you out another one. And then you may end up with 2. I don't know. But that's not right. I can't believe you haven't got that. I apologize. Look at the chat this morning. This is awesome. We're talking hamburgers. Are you getting hungry yet? Should we all meet up for like lunch and do hamburgers? Let's wait till it gets sunny and nice and quiet. Let's wait till like fall. We're still going to do meet and greets. Just got so many balls in the air. I can't even keep up sometimes. That's one thing I was telling people at the conference. They're like, well, how's it going? I was like, well, it's like the hardest thing I've ever done because I've got like 18 balls up in the air. I've got to keep them all up. The broadcasting stuff is fun. This is fun. It's all fun, really, to be honest with you. Oh, blue cheese on a burger is actually really good. Sorry, I saw that. I had to throw that out there. Yeah, Memphis or KC barbecue. I like Carolina barbecue too. But I also make my own barbecue sauce, and I like my barbecue. I do like barbecue, but I can't eat it all the time. I think it's just too heavy. What's up, Kathy? How are you this morning? There is still a Vol Market on Western Avenue. You're right, there is. I just saw that the other day, actually. Oh, there we go. That sounds good. I got home from the airport last night, and we didn't have really much food. My wife was just by herself with the kids all week, and so I ended up getting a place called Tuk Tuk. It was really good. If you're ever off in West Knoxville and you like Thai food, Thai fusion food, Tuk Tuk is amazing. Everything at Pal's. There we go. I love blue cheese. It took me a while to get through there, but I like it now. Burger Boys on Chapman Highway. Look at all these places. Freddy's. I bet Freddy's. Isn't Freddy's the place that has like the custard too, or the yogurt or something like that? Maybe. Somebody said, what's it called? Oh, it's right down the street from my house. It's a custard yogurt place, but they also serve like hamburgers, so it's like a Dairy Queen kind of thing. Culver's. Somebody said that they had the best hamburgers in town. And this was actually back in Colorado because there was a Culver's in Colorado. And I was like, no, not going to do that. Can't do it. I will give you notice. That's right. Hopefully before then. I've got some school visits I'm setting up, and so I'll be out and about the town. Now is the time for school visits. The fall and more so spring is more school visits, but some kids, some classes, some schools, I should say, start doing, their weather their weather segments sooner than others. But what's up, Brandy Jordan? How are you? I'm glad you threw my name out there. Culver's, there we go. Sweet potato fries are good. I like sweet potato fries. I don't know about that, Layla. I'm going to disagree. But to each their own, right? We can still be friends. It's about 7:40 this morning. We've been chatting up about hamburgers. Now I'm getting hungry. What is going on with life this morning? Sounds good, though. Now I want some bacon and eggs, and well, we're gonna cue the music and we're gonna get this day going. We sure hope you have a great day. Listen, I'm gonna send you back to the 24-hour channel if some of you chimed in a little bit later than others before we started, because we've now been on for 40 minutes. I will send you back to the 24-hour weather channels. You'll get an update on the forecast. But again, I think this upper level low will gradually spin its way on out of here. High pressure is going to build on in. The first day of fall is coming up on Sunday, and it's going to be a toasty, roasty Sunday. At least we'll have some sunshine. Maybe not a day for your pumpkin spice lattes. Definitely not during the afternoon, unless you get an iced one. Maybe an iced pumpkin spice latte. Sounds pretty good. Anyways, check in on social media. We are going to be naming that guy right there. That guy. We're going to be naming him on social. We'll have a name, and we'll get this all working this week. So share it when you see it on social, and let's get those names rolling. We'll come up with our name next week for our little group here that joins every single day. What's up, Edna? How are you this morning? I sure hope you have a great day. Don't forget that this morning's Wake Up with Witcher was sponsored by Volunteer Home Mortgage. You can visit them online, volunteerhomemortgage.com, or call them at 865-238-7500. If you have friends and family moving to town and you want to help them out, say, hey, listen, I know everybody knows a realtor, but does everybody know a mortgage company or a local mortgage company that's available 7 days a week? Well, now you do. Jerry and her team are there to help you out. So we'll see you back here for Wake Up with Witcher tomorrow morning. In the meantime, have a great day, my friend.
From the East Tennessee Weather Center, here's your morning weather update with meteorologist Mike Witcher.
And good morning. Happy Wednesday. Back in the studio this morning without a voice. So I apologize for that. How do you lose a voice at a weather conference? Well, you talk a lot with a lot of friends that you haven't seen for a very long time because we don't always attend every year. Anyways, I digress. Let's get to work with the forecast for the day today. We are talking about an area of low pressure that's still spinning across the area, and that's going to bring us a mix of sun and clouds throughout the day today. Can't rule out maybe a little bit of light rain, a quick couple of sprinkles, just kind of some dreary conditions at times throughout the day. But this upper level low, so that was a surface low. This is the upper level low that will continue to move its way on out. So as we head through today, tomorrow, and into our Friday, we'll say goodbye to that upper level low, which means that we'll see improving weather conditions. Not to mention, high pressure is going to build in back behind that, and that's going to bring us a warming trend. How about yesterday? We only made it to 68 degrees. Thank you, clouds and rain showers. Thank you, upper level low. 66 in Crossville, 76 Chattanooga, and 75 in Tri-Cities. Yeah, September 17th, and it was much below average. But we finally picked up some much-needed rain as well across the area. McGee-Tyson Airport picked up almost 3/4 of an inch of rain. Other locations, Maryville, Pigeon Forge, picked up about a half an inch of rainfall. So we saw a couple of good bouts of rain over the last 24 hours. Not, again, everybody saw necessarily beneficial rain, but hopefully enjoyed the day. Here are your weather headlines: a mix of sun and clouds with some isolated light rain possible. The rest of the week, a low will move its way on out. High pressure moves on in. And then next week, we'll be tracking a cold front that's going to be swinging its way into the area, and that's likely to bring us elevated rain chances as well. All right, so your future cast. Heading through the day today, you can see how we're going to have mostly cloudy skies. Now, again, patchy, dense fog this morning. Shouldn't try to slow most of you down, but this cloud deck will kind of break up a little bit as we get into the afternoon. And again, you can see that we're not looking at a ton of rain around the area, but super duper light rain possible in some locations. So it may add up to 1/100 of an inch, 4/100 of an inch at best in most locations. So again, not a huge rainmaker, but maybe a good idea to just check in on the radar every once in a while. I think it's just gonna be more of a nuisance than anything else. 60s this morning, 70s by lunchtime as we get into the afternoon. How about this? Quick little turnaround. 68 yesterday, and we're going to top out in the upper 70s to low 80s throughout the day today. I think we'll see a little bit more sunshine as we get into the peak heating of the day, and then we'll call it partly cloudy as we get into the evening hours. By 8 o'clock tonight, we'll dip down to about 76 degrees. Remember, I told you that ridge of high pressure is going to start to build its way on in. It's located over Texas. That's where I just was. It was hot. 99 degrees like every day that I was there. So this heat dome is going to be heading our way. What does that mean? Our temperatures will come on up. So high pressure is going to be building all the way through the weekend and into next Tuesday. But here comes a trough of low pressure that's going to be heading our way. That's going to drag a cold front into our area, and that's going to spill in some rain showers. Let me go back to that here. Let me go back to that. Here we go. There's the cold front. So as we progress through next Tuesday, cold front's going to start to slowly settle its way on in. That's going to bring us elevated rain chances as the frontal boundary swings on into the area, and likely to bring our temperatures down just a bit as well. So we'll be tracking that, but that again is next Tuesday. So here's how it all reflects with rainfall chances. Go about 20% today of, again, very light rain. Then maybe 10, maybe a couple of spotty showers tomorrow. We're going to dry out Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, and then there's our next cold front Tuesday. That's going to bring us those elevated rain chances. It doesn't look like at this time of the game it's going to add up to a whole lot when you look at your 7-day rainfall outlook by the Weather Prediction Center. Not a ton of rain so far, but this will likely change as we get closer to the arrival of the cold front. Temperature-wise, the ridge of high pressure, whoop, temperatures come on up. We're going to be in the mid to upper 80s. I mean, the first day of fall is on Sunday, and it's going to feel more like summer. We're going to be trending well above average, and then temperatures will come down as that next frontal boundary begins to head our way. And again, the Climate Prediction Center is still predicting the possibility of above average temperatures as we head into the end of the month and the start of October. So as always, check in with the East Tennessee Weather app. It's a free app download, by the way. You get everything you want to know for weather here in East Tennessee. Plus, it travels all over the country with you. Yes, it even worked in Texas for me. And St. John this past summer as well. All right, have a great day. Your next weather update's coming up today at noon. We'll see you then.